even on the WhatsApp or the Facebooks, but use the other groups as well. Okay, that should help you. Now, I really don't know if the Join Me people can actually hear me or cannot hear me. Uh, okay, so I'll just go ahead with the class, and for the Join Me people, I will talk later. So all of you can see this on the screen, guys. Anybody has a problem seeing this? Okay. So anatomy is the first subject. Anatomy is the first subject, okay? All of you can hear me, right? All of you can hear me. I'm going ahead now. I'll be a little speedy because we are a little away from the schedule. So this is the anatomy class, okay? Subject. Anatomy is quite a long subject, okay? And it can take a lot of your time because it is a lot of mugging up rather than understanding the concepts. So you can take probably 10 days for it if you're doing it for the first time. If you're doing it for the second time, you can probably take a little lesser. Now, the blue book is a fantastic book for anatomy. You can completely follow it, but there are a few mistakes here and there. Okay, so just make sure that when you are in doubt, you just go back and cross-reference it with any of your anat textbooks. And according to me, BD Chaurasia is a good one. Anatomy, only head and neck is the one which is included in the ORE portion. They usually do not ask things about the upper limb, lower limb, abdomen, and all that. Okay, so blue book it is, and feedbacks go and see. Sorry, refer back to your original textbooks. Okay, guys. So you all guys are hearing me, right? Give me a thumbs up so I know that you guys are learning. Okay, great. Now diagrams in anatomy is very important for diagrams. So make sure that you do all the diagrams in blue book. The blue book diagrams are not very nice, they are just like boundaries or borders if you have seen. So what you do is just look back into any other good atlas, and you can find the good diagrams there, because there will be at least 3 or 4 questions of anatomy on the diagrams. Okay, sometimes it may not be there. The ORE keeps changing their this. It is not like it is always asked or it is never asked. They keep changing the facts, but you should be ready for everything. Okay, whatever they have mentioned in the site, it is useful to learn everything and go. Okay, so diagrams important, and blue book completely important. Refer back to any other book which you feel is good. Physiology, again a very long subject. You should take 10 days, probably a little more. If you're doing it for the first time, that's completely okay. Vanders is the only book which should be referred for physiology. You can always refer back to the blue book, but Vanders will completely cover all your topics. Okay. Now, do you need to do the whole Vanders? No, there are only a few subjects or what you say topics which are usually asked or related to dentistry, because it is not possible to do the entire Vanders. Okay, and the study plan I'll be sending you will have all those topics, so you can just go through them. Okay, and don't worry, it's not listed here because it's quite a big list, but it is there in the study plan which we will be sending you, so you can study from there. Okay, great. Then I have put breaks in between people because it becomes very boring to keep studying theory all the time. So take your breaks eventually. If you are someone who likes to study all the time, utilize this break. Okay, shouldn't be a problem in studying. And if you're someone who likes breaks like me and my team, then you should, go ahead and take a break. Okay. Next, dental materials. Uh, okay, an important subject, especially for the material aspect of the thing. You can take a few days for it, say probably 4. And the best books to do dental material is pink. Okay. What we and my group used to do is we used to always refer back to Churchill as well. So how to study? First study pink, guys, because pink is the bible of any of your ORE part 1 exam. So finish your pink. For example, there are 10 pages, so finish your 10 pages. Okay, and then open your Churchill when you're really tired. Okay, we used to do that when we would be really very tired. We would open Churchill and we would just scan that Churchill book, and whatever we didn't come across in pink, we would just circle it. So to be honest, there were just about 5 to 6 points which were important, which was not at all given in pink. That's it. So just make a list of those points, add it to your pink book, or just underline them in Churchill, and make sure you always refer back when you're doing that subject. But Churchill is a really, really nice book, but the problem is that everybody says pink book is the one which has to be followed. Okay, so make sure you use the Churchill latest edition. It is excellent. When we talk about BDA sheets also, I'm going to talk about it. So pink and Churchill for dental materials. Biochemistry, there are a lot of structures in your blue book. If you guys have ever opened your biochemistry chapter, have you? A lot of formulas and a lot of what you say, COCH and all that, formulas and all those carboxyl groups and hydroxyl groups, and it's very, very, very boring. The best thing to do about biochemistry is what I have mentioned here. Okay. Now, just 1 second. I'll just interrupt the recording. Now, people, let me make it clear that this is a portion of the ORE examination, and it is nothing to do with feedbacks or nothing to do with what I think or what everyone thinks. So I hope you're getting the point. Okay, because it is not allowed to do that. So if you like the plan, you go ahead with that. Yeah, okay. I hope all of you got what I'm trying to say. Okay. Okay, next. So biochemistry, you can stick to these because they are very choosy about biochem questions. And see, biochemistry is important to dentistry in relation to cycles. So all those cycles which are there, especially the glycolysis and the Krebs and their byproducts. Okay, formulas and that all we did not do. I hope you understand by that. And it really depends upon you. Next, dental anat. Again, what we did was, there are about 60 feedback questions in one of the documents on your Facebook ORE Part 1, and that is all what we did. Because if you see, dental anatomy is not there in your blue book if you have read it. Have you guys seen the blue book? There is no dental anat in your blue book or in your pink book. Okay, so these 60 feedback questions was all what we did. And okay, I'll send you the document. It should be there on your ORE Part 1 August group on Facebook. If not, I will send it to you. Please just remind me on the WhatsApp group. Okay, do that. And whenever you're doing it, try and see the picture of whatever anatomy question you're doing. Deeper grooves, marginal grooves, whatever. Because it will not only help in your ORE Part 1 exam, but it will also help you for your manikin in your ORE Part 2, and also as an overall dentist, obviously. Right? Yes, I'll do that. Okay, next. Again, a break for people like me who can't keep studying all the time. So take a break. If not, utilize it. If you have any overdues, like if you have not finished your biochemistry, you can utilize your break to do that. Dental histology, important. Blue book, very nicely given. Now guys, blue book and pink book, the point is it is very, very tiny. The font is very, very tiny, and it tends to bore you after a while, right? You feel like closing it and going to bed. What you can do is you can take a printout in blown up font to make it interesting. And whatever you don't understand in blue, if your concepts are not very clear from your BDS days, make sure that you go and refer to 10KT. Especially the tooth development is very, very important. So you can, refer the 10KT for tooth development. And for every subject, I'm going to tell you what chart you should make. Okay. So in dental histology, you need to make a chart comprising of all the dates of development of all the head and neck parts, like your TMJ, your dental papilla, your tongue, your primary palate, secondary palate, hard palate, soft palate, everything. So in 10K, if you don't have a soft copy, let me know, and I'll put that on the Facebook on the group as well. Just for the dates, Asma. Okay, no, you don't need to read the whole book. It is not possible. It is you will finish only 10K then till April exam. Read only the blue book. 10K just refer for the charts of the date of development. Okay, which are like about 15 to 20 dates of developments which are important. And whatever you don't understand in the blue book, if you feel your concept is not clear, just in 10K, if you have a soft copy, just put that word in search option, search it and read it. Okay, because ORE is all about concepts, guys. Okay, because if you don't understand the concept, if a similar question is asked in a different way, you may tend to get confused. So make your concepts clear. Okay. Okay, Sarah, actually, I don't think we have it right now made, the charts, because, as we are in the process of making a course for you. So for that, I don't think I have the chart, but I can send you the 10 kit. Okay. And I'm sure that when you do the feedbacks, will come across that EMQ and you will know what I'm talking about. Okay. And if we make it before your exam, I'll surely send it to you. Next comes the pharmacology portion. Again, a moderate subject, moderate number of days, like 3 or 4. Pink, Churchill, and SDCEP. All of you know what's SDCEP, guys? Yes, Febin. Orbans is completely fine. Orbans is also a wonderful book. 10K has a lot of diagrams, Febin. So, that is why I am someone who likes to study with diagrams. But if Orban suits you, it's an excellent book. Yes, the Scottish guidelines, guys. That's again very important. If you are a phone-friendly person, you can take it from there's an app, you can download it. If not, it is there on Google. Just put your SDCEP latest guidelines and you will get all the guidelines. Okay. Now there is one important change which has happened, that is the metronidazole dose has changed to 400 milligram. Okay, that is the latest thing. So if you guys have old copies of SCEDEP, just make sure you add this. Okay, now pharmacology, how to study. Again, what I said, read the pink book and then go to Churchill, see what is not there and come back. Okay, yes, 400. Yes, 400, Sarah. Is this the wrong? 400 milligram. Yes, 400 milligram. Okay, 400 milligram thrice daily. The last thing, okay. I think I was telling about the pharmacology. So how do you study pharmacology is go through the pink, okay? And after you have finished your pink book, just read through Churchill. What I mean to say is just glance Churchill, guys, because there is no time for you to read whole pink, whole masters, whole Churchill. It is really not possible. So read your pink, very important. Churchill, just glance what you think is not there in pink, mark it. Okay, that's what we did. Okay, so we were a group of 4. We used to, yes, same as dental materials, exactly. Same for all subjects, Afreen. Okay, I think Sharmeen did not listen at that time. She was not there in the class. Probably that is why. Okay. Asthma, metronidazole is given, it's an antibiotic. It is given as a first-line drug. And it is given in an abscess, in acute necrotizing ulcerative gingivitis, in aggressive periodontitis, and everything is mentioned in your SDCP. And if you want, I'll give you the note on metronidazole again on group. But guys, whatever I'm saying, I'll give you on group. You guys have to remind me because I'm not making a list right now. Okay, so Asma, it's there. If still you want it, let me know. Okay, guys, it's a first-line drug. It is given to people in whom penicillin does not work or if you are allergic to penicillin. Okay, great. Someone is doing the work for me. Great. Okay, next. See guys, if there's a problem with the connection, it is probably on network. So, just refresh, use a Google browser is what I can keep telling you. Okay. Okay. Next, coming to what charts to make. Now, apart from the SDCEP, there are two important aspects which are not there in your SDCEP dental guidelines. That is your anticoagulants and steroids. Okay. Now, for anticoagulants, there was someone who had put a few questions on the INR number. I don't know, it was Aisha or Shubhangi, I don't know. Uh, so anticoagulants, yes, important. On anticoagulants, there is another SDCEP. Okay. If you guys are writing it down, write this as well. Download it from Google. Don't read everything. Just read what you need to do if a patient comes on anticoagulant. That is, you need to take an INR test. What will you do if the INR is less than 4? What will you do if the INR is more than 4? That's it. Okay? Just you should know the basic concepts. They don't want postgraduate level knowledge from you. Okay? The second is steroids. Again, steroids, there should be a guidelines on your net. Download them and make a small chart. So whatever I'm telling in this last column over here is for you to make small charts or notes, because these are not there in your pink book, in your Churchill, in your masters, but questions are asked. Okay, so the last paragraph is for you to make charts. Coming to sedation, guys, we have already finished it in Plan ORE. Hopefully you guys have attended. If not, let us know and we will send you everything. You have notes from Pink, Churchill and Masters, so you don't need to go through it. Okay, so if you haven't seen it, Asthma, because you're attending this lecture, the course is already there in your account. Okay, just have a look through your account, you will get it. Okay, if still not, let me know. Next, general pathology. General pathology, general microbiology, immunology, and why is this not going below? Okay. Okay. Can all of you see I'm scrolling down? General pathology and general microbiology. Can all of you see these two subjects? Now, guys, these are the most boring subjects which I feel. Okay. Can all of you see it? Nadav, can you see it now? Okay. So if you open the blue book, it's vast. Okay. It's immense. And to be honest, I used to hate the blue book. So here are the topics for you. Immunology, there is a chapter in Vanders. Do it thoroughly. It's a very interesting chapter. If you do not want to read it, if you just open the Vanders book, there are some, what you say, uh, boxes. Just do those boxes of the entire chapter. Okay, and it should help. So immunology is from Vanders. Pathology, microbiology, what we studied is this. Again, depends on you. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Now, from where did we study this? Febin asked a lot of our questions on hypersensitivity today. Is that right? Okay. Hypersensitivity, guys, you will think I'm insane, but the best thing to learn it is Wikipedia. Wikipedia has videos. It has a good chart. It has good examples. And that is the only topic in ORE Part 1 you need to study from Wikipedia. Okay? But it is excellently given. Make notes from it. Bacterial cell structure. It's given in your blue book. I also watched YouTube videos. You can do that if you're someone who likes to see things rather than read it. Okay? Okay. Necrosis, blue book. Gangrene, blue book. Immunoglobulins, blue book. Types of bacteria, blue book. Disease characteristics, blue book. Hepatitis, blue book. Inflammation, blue book. And I also saw a YouTube video. Complement pathways, blue book. And I also saw a YouTube video because I really did not understand blue book language. Okay. And because it was a long time for me after passing my BTS, I was, I really was stuck at these places. So I required videos. If you want to know those about those videos, I'll surely let you know as well. So if anyone wants it, make a list and let me know. Okay, any doubts still here, guys? Great. Sorry, I'm just putting it on WhatsApp because the join me people are curious. Rana, yes, names of bacteria, important. Names of bacteria, the type of bacteria it is, the disease and the characteristics. Make a chart and keep it. In your viruses, hepatitis is important. So hepatitis A, B, C, D, E. Okay, that's it. It's a lot of there is there in your blue book, but you have to do it. Okay, but still, the topics which I've given you has concised. You will be glad to know that about 50% of it is gone. But again, it depends on you whether you want to do it or not. Vaccines, important. Make a chart of the vaccines. All the vaccines, the live vaccines, the dead vaccines, all the vaccines. Again, an EMQ is asked on vaccines. Break. Oral path med diagnosis. A very long subject. Take 10 days, probably more. Pink and Caution. Now, how do you read Caution? Caution is a big book. What to do, how to read oral path? Read Pink, guys. Whatever topic comes in Pink, okay, go and study it from Caution. That's what we did. If you feel Pink is enough, just stick to Pink. No worries. But at least see the image of that specific condition. For example, you're studying oral submucous fibrosis in Pink. We used to go to Caution. We used to study oral submucous fibrosis from Caution. We used to see how it actually looks like in a patient's mouth, and we're done. In Pink, the next topic was leukoplakia. We used to go to Caution, read leukoplakia, see the image of leukoplakia. If you don't want to study from Caution, you can study from Pink, but make sure that you at least see an image of how that condition looks. Questions are asked on lesions, images of lesions. Okay, so Caution is the best. We didn't read it. My group didn't read it. We read Caution. Okay, but we did the topics given in Pink. Because Caution is a big book, right? It's about a 700, 800 page book. You cannot read it. So whatever topics were in Pink, only those topics we went to Caution and read it. That's how we did it. Okay, I've written it over here if people have not understood. See in Pink, study from Caution, images from Caution. Okay, guys? Yes, you can. Okay, or if you want to stick to Pink, it is completely all right. It is not like something new will come from Caution. We used to like Caution, that's it. General medicine, important. Scully. Scully, again, a very large book. You cannot do it completely. It's not possible. See the topics from Pink. Read it from Scully. If you feel you want to stick to Pink, you can stick to Pink. Okay, but we did it from Scully because Scully and Caution, those are actually, what you say, concept graded books. So they tell you the depth of everything. They actually give you small boxes. If you have opened those, what you say, any of those books, if you have ever opened, you will see small boxes. Those boxes used to help us to learn because I couldn't learn monotonous language. I wanted some good boxes, classifications, which could help me learn. Okay. Okay. Next. Community dentistry. Community dentistry, interesting subject. Pink. Do it from Pink, okay? Pink is a very, very nice book for community dentistry. Uh, just a minute, guys. Okay. Uh, Where was I? Community dentistry, pink, very nicely given. You can refer back to Churchill if you want. If you don't want, it's perfectly all right. Okay, because pink has completely concised community dentistry nicely. Next, I have not mentioned here. I'll make sure it's there in your notes. There is the DBOH. Have you heard about the DBOH guidelines? I mentioned it in cons by mistake. Sorry. It's in community dentistry. Okay, it's the Delivering Better Oral Health. It's a BDA sheet. It is related to community dentistry. Download it from your Google, the latest one. There are a lot of tables in them. How much fluoride should be given in what age? Please learn all those charts can be asked. Okay, so for community dentistry, your book pink and the DBOH sheet. Oral surgery, pink. That's it. You don't need to do Churchill. You can look through if you want, but pink is more than enough. Make a small chart on the best sutures. Okay. It will be there on the Google. Just put DBOH BDA sheet and you will get the latest one. Okay. I have all the BDA sheets. I can send it on WhatsApp. I don't have a problem. But just make sure it's the latest. Okay. Again, add it to your list and let me know. Okay. Best sutures. Make a chart of best sutures. Which suture is good for extraction of molar, which suture is good for skin, which suture is good for blood vessel, which suture is good for periodontal surgeries. Make it. You'll come across an EMQ. So that's your chart. Orthodontics, pink is good enough. Break, Christmas, celebrate Christmas, or else study if you want to. Radiology, coming to radiology. Now radiology, guys, we didn't do it from pink or any book. We did it from Churchill. Churchill has given radiologically fantastically. Someone, I think Aisha or someone was asking about which X-ray has to be used for salivary glands, which X-ray has to be used for a parotid salivary gland and so on. There is a beautiful chart given in Churchill's for the best X-rays. And do the whole radiology from Churchill. Okay. Now people will tell you Eric and Waits. Have you guys heard of the book Eric and Waits? A lot of people talk about Eric and Waits in radiology. Again, it's a very huge book. It is not possible to do it. From Eric and Waits, what I would suggest you to do is the faults, radiographic faults, the dark radiograph, the light radiograph, the if you think you have the time, then Sarah, go ahead. But we didn't do it. So again, that's what it's on you. That is why I mentioned both the books, but I'm telling you what we did. We did Churchill because it's a nice concise 10 to 15 page chapter. And in Eric and Waits, we did the faulty radiographs because it is given very nicely. Yes, it's too huge. Okay, it is for postgraduate people of radiology. Okay, but again, this is what we did. Okay, so again, it's completely upon you. Okay, guys, is radiology clear? Buy a new edition of Churchill or download it. If you don't have, let me know. And yes, I'll give it to you guys. I'll give you what I can, but you have to remind me. Okay. Endodontics, pink is okay. Just 2 days. What you need to learn extra is the trauma guidelines. Okay. Trauma guidelines, you need to know which trauma, what treatment you need to do, and do you need to give any medications or not. Avulsion, intrusion, extrusion, luxation, enamel fracture, dentine fracture, and so on. Again, there is a latest classification on your Google. Download it and learn it. Okay. All good till here, guys? Should I go ahead? Okay. Endodontics, pink. And Churchill for seeing the important points, like I said, for dental materials, and another one more subject. So endodontics, you can do the same thing. Okay. Now, again, I've forgotten to mention here. I'll make sure it's there in your notes. Okay. Conservative dentistry, the same thing, pink. And Churchill. Oh yes, that's what. Okay, I'll go there. I'll go there. Don't worry, Alia Abirami. I'll go back to Prosto. Okay, guys, can anybody write in WhatsApp that? Okay, okay, great. Okay, sorry, because a lot of join me people are sending me messages. Okay. No, no. Thank you so much, Asma. Sweet of you, but it's okay. I think they will all join again. Okay, coming back to cons and endo, pink. Churchill, look back for whatever you think is missed in pink. Just mark it, and you have to make best charts on the best diagnosis and the best birds. Now, what do you mean by best diagnosis? That means they will give you a history. The patient has pain on biting. The patient has localized pain. The patient cannot sleep, and the patient and the pain is radiating. What is your diagnosis? Is it irreversible pulpitis? Is it apical periodontitis? Is it what? So for that is the best diagnosis. Okay, you will come across any AMQ, make the best diagnosis and best burrs. Which burr is best for enamel? Which burr is best for dentine? Which burr is best for cutting bone? So that is another one. Okay, and I'll also give you a small tip at the end. If I forget, please let me about the pink book. Okay, prosthodontics. I forgot about prosthodontics. Prosthodontics, pink. Again, a very vast subject because you have RPD, you have FPD, you have CD. You have to do all three of them from the book pink and make a chart on the best FPDs. That means they will ask, guys, I'll tell you. That means they will ask you that there is a the premolar and the second premolar is missing. Okay, the premolar and the second premolar, the first and the second premolar is missing. What is the best FPD which you will give? There is an anterior tooth missing, and which is the best FPD you will give? There is an anterior tooth with a diastema missing, and which is the best FPD you will give? All this is given in your pink book. Okay, you all know the types of fixed partial dentures, right? The cantilever, the spring cantilever, the direct cantilever, and so on. So every single diagnosis has a separate FPD. It will come across as an EMQ. Make a chart and discuss with your friends for the best FPD. Okay, pink is enough. You don't need to read any other book. Okay, and guys, we are giving free. If you have any questions, you can just put it down, and one of the tutors will answer it probably in 2 or 3 hours. Okay, DBOH. People asking about DBOH. DBOH is a delivering better oral health sheet, which is for your community dentistry. I have made a mistake and I've written it in conservative. That is why I have cancelled it. But still, you guys managed to read it. It is in your community dentistry. Okay. Okay, I can't scroll up. Yeah. Okay, it's in community dentistry, guys. Just make sure that you write DBOH in community dentistry. If you can't find it, Jay, send us the question. We will answer it for you. Okay. See, they have not given best FPD. They have not given it like that. They have given a splinted denture is good to be used in people with periodontics. Okay. Spring cantilever is a nice FPD to be given in patients with diastema. Okay. They have not used the word best. They have just given you an indication, and that is how you have to interpret it. Okay, so once you guys start studying feedbacks, guys, you will know what I'm saying. Right now, I know that you are all oblivious to that. But once you get all the feedbacks from all the places, Facebook, WhatsApp, wherever, you will know what I'm trying to say. Okay? Okay. And still, we are there. We are giving continuous free guidance. So just ask. Just ask. It's okay. Periodontics. Okay. It's a big subject. Pink. But what I would say is Masters is a better book for perio. Okay, if you are someone who is someone strongly with pink, study pink, but make sure that you at least just findle the pages of Masters and see what is not there in pink. For example, there are some indices. Okay, There are some indices like your plaque index, your bleeding index, your gingival index, your recession index, which is not there in pink. It is there in masters. And in my examination, we had some questions. Okay. So pink and masters, if you want to stick to masters, good. If you want to stick to pink, excellent. But make sure you refer masters. Okay. Yes, you can Afreen, but like how always keep your pink in front of you. Okay. Whatever you're reading from masters, make sure that topic is there in pink. You're not wasting your time unnecessarily. Okay. So pink has to be there. You have to buy pink, soft copy, hard copy, whatever. Pink has to be there. Blue is okay. Not a very nice book according to me, but again depends on you. Maxillofacial surgery, pink, more than enough. Okay, maxillofacial surgery and oral surgery are two different topics. People who are from India and Pakistan, we consider oral and maxillofacial surgery as one. Here, they are two different fields. A maxillofacial surgeon is a different person who does surgeries, facial surgeries, plastic surgeries, and complex surgeries. And oral surgeon is someone who just does disimpactions and biopsies. Okay, so make sure that there are two chapters in your pink book and you don't skip it. Statistics. Okay, statistics. In pink book, when you would be studying community dentistry, you will come across a lot of statistics. Has anybody done statistics from pink book? Sorry, has anybody done community dentistry from pink book? Okay, not yet. So when you come across, you will find a lot of numbers. Like a plaque is more in 40% in 4-year-olds, and plaque is less in 30% year. Yeah. So so make a note, okay, guys. Don't leave it. Make a note of all the small numbers mentioned in your community dentistry chapter in your book pink. Okay. Statistics questions are asked. Yes, yes. Afreen, I'm afraid yes. Okay. At least the pink book ones. Only the pink book ones. You have to make a list. And trust me, once you make a list, the list is very short. It is as big as around 4 pages, probably. Okay. You will find a few more statistics here and there. Okay. Ask us or make sure that you are seeing the latest updated statistic sheet of NHS. Okay, like there is something on perio, which will not be there in your in your community dentistry chapter. Make sure you get the correct number. Okay, and there is a statistics sheet given by some doctor. I don't know. Has anybody come across that? If any, someone should have come across that. Yes. Do you remember the name, Rana? I have forgotten the name. Do that. It usually completes everything, but just check, cross-check. Dr. Irfan, yes. I think Dr. Irfan, that's right, Rana. Okay, so again, Asma, you can just note it down. I'll send you, but it's a very old sheet. So make sure you cross-check with the latest numbers and the pink book. Okay, statistics, make a 4 pages, a 5 pages sheet, staple it up and keep it with you so that you don't have to, again and again run here and there. And before the exam, revise statistics because numbers is something you tend to forget. Okay. BDA sheets. Here is the list of all BDA sheets. Okay. Do I have to read everything? Probably not. Okay. Yes. Planore WhatsApp group. That's right, fam. Okay. But you have to go through all the sheets. Yes. And see which questions are asked from the feedbacks which are given here and there and try to concentrate on them. I have still mentioned some important topics. Okay. But you have to go, DBOH is also written here. Okay. But you have to go through the ethics, the radiation protection, recall intervals, risk assessment, health and safety, maternity leave and consent, healthcare waste. How to read it? Make a small chart on all recall intervals, make a small chart on all risk assessments, make a small chart on maternity leave, make a small chart on how disposal of different waste is. Keep those notes with you. Because guys, when you have so many books and so many things to study, what happens is at the end, you get confused. So try and stick to notes. Okay, and make charts of whatever I just mentioned. Okay, I think I forgot to mention, did we do perio, guys? Can all of you hear me? Okay. So, okay, I was explaining about the perio. Yes, we did perio, but I forgot something. Just a minute. My this is hanging because a lot of people are there in the class. Okay, we are back to perio. Perio, I said pink and masters, and then I quickly went away. There is one more guidelines in perios. It's mentioned in your notes. It's the Young's perio guidelines. Now I see a lot of questions on ORI Part 1 groups. What is the BPE score 1 treatment plan? What is the BPE score 2 treatment plan? What is the BPE score 3 treatment plan? Guys, read the Young's perio guidelines. You will get all your answers. It is from the NHS. Okay, so in periodontics, you have your pink, your masters, and your Young perio guidelines. Okay, all good to go? Any doubts still here? Okay, great. So all these are mentioned in your BDA sheets also so that you don't forget. Okay. Now, how do you study? That's entirely on you. How do that comes in Rana? That comes in ethics. Ethics and data protection is one BDA sheet. Okay. In ethics, you have laws, ethics, consents, data protection, everything. Okay. Now, do you know? Good, you reminded me, Rana. These BDA sheets, chapters, are there in your pink. It's there in your Churchill, and you also have BDA sheets. So people keep asking, what should I study? It is everywhere. Okay. Yes. So the best thing is whatever BDA sheets you have with you, keep it. In Churchill, people, you have the latest BDA sheets in the chapters. Okay. So Churchill and your BDA sheets, just keep it together and study. Pink, even if you don't study laws and ethics from pink, it is completely okay. But make sure that you do the BDA sheets. If you do not like to do the BDA sheets, then you can go ahead with pink and Churchill. But pink is more like a book, it is boring to read. BDA sheets are interesting because they keep you interested all throughout the sheet. Underline the things which you feel important. Please don't learn everything. Cross check with the Churchill because Churchill has all the latest guidelines updated. Okay, all good. Now, how to study? Now, this is I'm telling you how we studied. Okay, it is now completely upon you whether you want to follow or not. What we did is the timetable which I have given you. We used to do this. In the timetable, we used to first study the subject thoroughly in the morning hours. That we used to study in the morning a few hours and late night hours. Yes, there are. I'll send you all the video sheets on Nisa. Okay, I'll send it to them. Okay, referrals and recall intervals are in one sheet. Okay, just tell me and I'll send it. Okay, now after every subject, we used to study the subjects in the morning, and we used to do the feedbacks of that subject in the night. Now, if you people have feedbacks with you, some feedbacks, do you guys have feedbacks with you? Have you downloaded it from the Telegram and whatever places they are? Okay, so just go to all ORE Part 1 groups, get all the matter from there. Okay, because it's a lot of matter, really. So just just join all the Facebook ORE Part 1 groups and you will get all the material over there. Okay, I'll send you the link of the Facebook group also. So go there, download it. Saves you hassles. Now, what to do? Some of them are subject wise. Okay, some of them are not. Okay, some of them are J. Okay, some of them are subject wise and some of them are not subject wise. Some of them are mixed. Use both. The ones which are subject wise, do it after the subject because you are concentrated, right? You do anat, you do the questions. You do physiology, you do the questions. Now, when you're studying anatomy, you remember anatomy. When you're doing physiology, doesn't it happen that you have forgotten your anatomy? Doesn't it happen? It happens with me at least. Because when I'm doing the fifth subject, the first subject is a little blurred, right? So how to stay in touch? You do your subject according to timetable, guys, but make sure that every day morning and every day night you solve 100 MCQs from mixed feedbacks. As Jay said, that there are a lot of feedbacks which are not subject wise. Now, 100 MCQs and 100 MCQs. How do I find to do 200 MCQs? You guys must be thinking. It will take approximately 30 minutes for 100 MCQs and 30 minutes another for another 100 MCQs. Trust me. You just have to look through them. Okay? You're traveling in a bus, you're going to your clinics, you're a dental nurse, you have lunchtime, you comb your hair, you have your coffee, you feed your child. On the side, just read the 100 MCQs. Okay, just find time. Why? Because if you're doing the mixed feedbacks on the side, you stay in touch with your older subjects. Otherwise, you are in a monotonous way. You study an AT, you forget it. You study physiology, you forget it. To stay in touch, do mixed feedbacks. Okay? So that's your first round, the revision 1 round. Okay? The second round is the revision round. Now, in the revision round, you have to do the same subjects which I mentioned. Okay? Yes, you do, Asma. Okay? Sometimes a lot, sometimes a little. The concepts remain the same again. They are testing your basics, Asma. They don't want you to know that whether you will be able to do a third molar extraction or not, but they want you to know that you should at least be able to identify a patient who has come with a third molar. Okay? So make sure that your basics are clear, because even if your 50% basics are clear, you are a pass. So they don't ask a lot, do they? Okay? Okay, so the same subjects, guys, you need to repeat it. And now the number of days become less because you have done it once. You're doing it for the second time. So you will probably do it, yes, first day. From the first day Febin. Even if you have not done community dentistry, you do your mixed MCQs, come across that community dentistry question, solve it at that time. It's completely okay. You don't need to wait to do your mixed feedbacks after you finish all your subjects. You guys are dentists, right? At least you know something about community dentistry. It is not completely a no-no for you, right? So keep doing it on the site. Now, when you come to the revision part, guys, again, do the subject, do the MCQ, or do the MCQs on that subject, and now increase the number of questions to 200 MCQs in the morning and 200 MCQs in the evening. Okay, I have lost my pen. Can all of you see my arrow moving? Can all of you hear me? Yes, I'll send you the Facebook link where you have all the sources. Okay, Aram, can all of you hear me, guys? Should I go ahead? Because I'm not finding my pen. So I'm just moving my arrow. Okay, great. And now you do 200 MCQs in the morning and 200 MCQs in the evening, because you guys are now on your revision. So you have to be a little faster. You have to be a little more attentive. And when you come to the end of 20th March, take a good long 1-day break and again start of revising. Now revise only your MCQs. You again don't need to go to your theory. Okay, you again don't need to go back to your theory. Just revise all the MCQs. At any point of time, if you feel that you don't remember anything, go back to your notes. So during this final revision, you will be doing all your MCQs and you will be doing all the charts which I explained, the best burrs, the best diagnosis. Yeah, I'm trying to, Sanya, I'm not able to actually, because this Join Me app does not allow me to scroll. Now it is. Okay, so all the charts on the right hand side, which I have mentioned, all the notes, all the points which you have made. Sanya, I'll be sending it to you. Don't worry. This will be there with you. This and the MCQs. Now MCQs, like I said, there is a lot of material on your Facebook groups, download that. Past test is also a good source of books. If you guys have that kind of money and you can invest it, buy them, and they are quite good. So, okay, how many hours? Now, again, that depends on everyone. What we used to do is we used to study for about 3 to 4 hours in the morning, and then we used to study for about 2 to 3 hours again in the night, probably around 6 hours initially, and we slowly increased it to 8 hours at the end, and probably nearing the exams we were studying for about 9 hours or 10 hours probably. But we were not working. So it depends on you. If you're working, you can cut down your time, you can cut down the number of days, and whatever, you can adapt it, to your system. Yes, we used to study for about, we started from around about 5 hours. Same, we started in October, and we gradually increased to about 9 hours per day when it was like 15 days before the exam. Because 15 days before the exam, probably everybody is on leave, right? Nobody is working. Everybody is concentrated on the exams. So it's a doable exam, guys. It's an easy exam. They just test your concepts. So make sure that you understand that thing. Don't just learn it by heart. Understand it nicely. Watch YouTube videos if you don't understand. Join planore in Feb if you want to. So there are a lot of things out there which can actually help you. And we will always be guiding you. Any MCQs which you would be sending, we would take a few hours, but we will get back to you with a reference. Okay. So at least start by about 4 to 5 hours a day and gradually increase it. Okay. So hopefully you guys have everything. Do you have any doubts? And whatever guys you need, you just let me know and I will try and send it to you. And any more questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll be starting the second session. Okay, guys. Bye-bye. See you. We'll be sending the plan on the mail. So uh, just keep it. Yes. Or we'll send it, Charmin. We'll send it to your mail. Okay. Oh, yes. Thank you, Afreen. Uh, but I completely forgot about it, what I wanted to say. Okay, if I remember, I'll just mention it on WhatsApp group. Okay, I really don't remember it right now what I was trying to say at that point of time. Okay, I'm really sorry. It just slipped my mind. Abhirami, SDCP only the dental medications. I will send you the sheet, and one is the anticoagulants that you just need to study in brief, not everything. Okay, Prostho. No. Still not coming, Afreen. I'll surely think about it when I'm taking the second class. Probably it comes to me, and I'll tell you. Okay, okay. I'm really sorry, and I'll send you, Fabine. Don't worry. I'll send you the latest guidelines. Okay. Yeah, this question has been asked by a lot of people, and I'm really not sure, but I think it should. It is if it's the same publisher, I don't think it should be a problem. Probably they have corrected the mistakes because the old blue book has a lot of mistakes. Okay. Uh, Ranga, if you can hear me, I'll be sending a recording of the class. She can watch it, not an issue. Okay, I have not seen the blue book, the new blue book. Okay, if someone has a soft copy, probably please send it to me. I can have a look and then I will know what you guys are talking about. Okay, okay, guys, you guys can log off from the session and I will be just, talking to the join me people. Probably you guys won't be able to hear anything now. Okay, okay, bye, guys, take care. Final revision, Prakash, is all your questions, the feedbacks, and all the charts which are mentioned in the last 20 days. That's it. You don't need to go through the subjects.